guys, today I've been in the shop and do you know what I've smelled there? Brand new, well, not that new anymore, but still, Le Lion from Chanel's exclusive French. And do you know what? I have some serious thoughts about it that I wanted to share with you in this video. So if you want to find out what do I think about newest exclusive fragrance from Chanel, then make sure to keep on watching this video. But before we get started, please give it thumbs up because that really helps, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And once you're done with that, we can get started. Hello and welcome everyone to today's review slash first impressions on the brand new Le Lion, or Le Lion, how I will call it, from the exclusive French by Chanel. It was released earlier this year or maybe even last year, I'm not sure, but we got it just recently and I was very excited to test it today in the shop, and it impressed me quite a bit. That's why I wanted to tell you how I feel about it. So first things first, the story behind it. Well, this fragrance is not referred to the actual animal, although, you know, I expected Chanel to make an animalic fragrance if they call it like an animal, but more to the meaning of this animal for Coco, because I believe her astrological sign is Lion, and the lady told me that this animal played an important role for the whole house, and she had like the pictures of Lion and different statues of it at her house. So the lady at the counter kind of told me about that, and then we sprayed it on, and you know what? I was overwhelmed with the overdose of Labdanum right in the opening, and although this is rather a base note in here, you will smell it from the beginning till the end. So another thing that I noticed smelling it already like within a couple of minutes is that it reminded me of another fragrance from Chanel, also from their exclusive French, and that is my beloved Coromandel, and I am obsessed with that perfume, and if something reminds me of it, that would be rather a plus for me personally. So I left the shop with those feelings that it's an overload of Labdanum plus Coromandel, and the lady told me that it's rather like a Christmas fragrance, and I agree with that 100% because you know, here in Germany we have Christmas markets, and there you can buy Christmas bakery and Glühwein. This is basically this hot, spicy wine that you drink in the winter time, and that is a very good description for this perfume, just because Labdanum in here takes the center of the fragrance, and the rest of the notes, they just allow it to be the strongest, the boldest, the main one. And Labdanum itself is a very fascinating raw material. I have it, and if you smelled it and then you smelled Le Lion, that would be probably all you could smell in here. Well, there are spices in the opening like bergamot and lemon. I don't get much of them, to be honest with you, and this Labdanum is very multifaceted, so I won't call Le Lion just Labdanum Soliflor, but that's the main note in here, and it's beautiful. It's one of my most favorite notes because it just offers you so much. It has different sides. For example, it can be a bit more herbaceous and green, or it can be spicy and warm. It can be very boozy, and it is resinous, so it is quite thick. And I'm surprised that not many people describe Le Lion as spicy booze, because that's exactly how the first stage of this fragrance smells to me personally. And as you know, I'm a big fan of boozy perfumes. If this was a bit more animalic, then who knows, maybe I even bought it today, although that wouldn't be possible if you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the dry down of it brought me back to Coromandel, and you know what, many people actually don't compare it to Coromandel, but to another very very well-known Oriental fragrance, which is not from the house of Chanel, but from my most favorite house, Guerlain, and that's of course Shalimar. And for me, Shalimar is way more about bergamot to vanillic leather, and in here we get patchouli that is sweet, that is ambery, that is warm, and that is like straight up line to Coromandel in my personal opinion. But do you know what? I even thought about another massive Oriental hit, and I'm talking about Opium by Saint Laurent. And do you know what? Now, after comparing these side by side, I realized these are completely different fragrances. But are they different that much? Well, Opium has the center of myrrh, and that is another resinous note. It is different from Labdanum very much, but still they have this darkness and booziness and a bit of herbaceous side to them. But in the dry down of Opium, we will also get the booziness of plum, and plum is kind of what you can smell in Labdanum a little bit, at least some dry fruity notes are there, and patchouli with vanilla. So once again, Christmas vibe, winter warmth, all you can find in both of these fragrances. And I would personally describe to you Le Lion as 50% of Coromandel. It works like a base in here. All you'll be left in the dry down is Coromandel. A little bit spiced, a little bit twisted, but still, that's definitely what they used as a base, at least in my humble opinion. If you disagree with me, please do so in the commentary section. But to me, this is 50% of Coromandel with overloaded 30% of Labdanum, and then maybe the rest 20% is Shalimar. But nonetheless, I can tell you that this is a gorgeous fragrance with vintage vibe that reminds me of going to my grandma's house. It's like entering an older person's house and first going to the kitchen where might be cooked glühwein, you know, with cloves and cinnamon, and then you take a cup of that, go into the living room, sit on the leather couch and just have a nice chat in a beautiful wooden furniture room. I don't know, that's what I picture smelling these fragrances. And of course, I'm also transported to the winter Christmassy market somewhere in Germany. And Benny said that it is vintage and very niche smelling. That's why for me this is a very brave release from Chanel. This is absolutely not in their style, but I love the fact that they stepped out of their comfort zone. And I might not fell in love with it at first sniff, but that was a big sympathy. And I really like that it shares similarities with other fragrances and at the same time has its unique character. And in my personal opinion, this is a gorgeous, warm, cocooning, comfortable, cozy, unisex fragrance with good projection and beautiful sillage as well as longevity for men and women. So I highly recommend you to check it out, just in case you happen to be in the shop and see this exclusive range from Chanel that is pretty good. That's why if you would like me to talk about it in the future, definitely let me know that. And please let me know what do you think about Le Lion. If you found this video helpful, please like it, please share it, please subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you will be notified when I post something new. You can follow me on my social media for more content and more health information like discounts for perfumes. You will find down below in the description box, so please check it out. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys!